In the previous lecture, we have learned about the creating inline file that we have done in the previous lecture. So in this lecture, we will learn how to create internal CSS. Okay, so the same procedure over here. For the same reason, we have to go to the file, choose the new file, and then we have to go to the save. And here on the desktop, I have created a folder with the name CSS, and here again I have to choose the file type as HTML, and I name it internal CSS. Save this. Same procedure. Now we have to type HTML. The HTML again I have to write head. In the head I have to write title. Sorry. And here give the title internal CSS, and after the head I have to start with the body. In the body I just write here as, say, I'm taking P element, and this says paragraph. Then I will take another element, say h1, and I write it here header. Then I will take another element over here, anchor, and I have to use its property hyperreference. I can give the URL uniforms repeater of any file that I wanted to link, but I don't want to link any file over here, so I'm just putting hash. Hash is used in case we don't want to link the file at right now, and we can put the value or URL in later stages. So here I will give it value, say link. Then I will use another element over here, table. Okay, in the table I will say I will create a row. So for this I will use tr element, and I would have to use table with some headings. So I will use, in order to create the table heading, I will use th element, that is for heading, and first head I will use as name, and second head I will use, say, age. Okay, so here again I have to create another row. So for that I have to use tr element, and in this I would like to put two values. One is td, that is name as Bob, and here I will put another value under the age as, say, 45. Okay, now let us save this. Control S, save this, and again same procedure. Open this file in the Explorer, say Google Chrome, and just enter over here. Now you see this is paragraph, then header, then link is greater, then table is greater with the two heads, name and age, and under the head is value Bob and 45. Okay, now we have to create internal CSS file. For that, in which what we will do, we will do some styling for these elements. Okay, so for this reason I will go to the head section, and here, in order to make internal CSS, I have to use style element. Style element is same like as that of another element, and here, and to its attribute I have to use its type attribute, and here I have to give the value text or CSS. Okay, now Here you must have to first select the selector to whom you wanted to make styling. So I just say I will take the selector body. Okay, so I will take body, then I have to use this curly bracket. Okay, and I just wanted to have a background color. I wanted to have a background color, say gray. So I just use background color gray over here. Okay, and I choose margin, say left, because if you see at this point, okay, there is no space over there, so I just wanted to give some margin to the left, say 100 200 px. Okay, and say I just wanted to give margin top, say 25 px. Okay, now save this and refresh this. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this has bring the changes, this has bring the styling to the body. Okay, simultaneously now here we have written this is paragraph. I just wanted to make style to this, so for this reason I will write P as a selector over here. Now in order to write its property I have to use curly brackets. I just wanted to change the color of paragraph, so for that I have to use color property. Now in order to make CSS we have to use selector, then we have to use the property, and to the property we have to give certain value, say color, and you will see after the selector is there P, and the property has to be set between the curly brackets. So here is our property is color, and after the color we see a symbol colon, and after that we have to give the value. Say I just wanted to make it color brown. Okay, so this way I have to give the color to the paragraph, and say I just wanted to give its font. I want to use another font. These are the default fonts, so I want to use special font for paragraph. So I use to set the font which font I wanted to use. I have to use the font family property, and here I select the font, say Bardana. So these fonts I have selected over here. Okay, so this way you can understand body here is the selector, and its three property I have defined for body selector, that is background color, margin left, margin top, and this is what called as just like see gray is the value, 200 px is the value, 25 px is the value. Similarly here in this case we are having a selector P, and here the color is brown, and the font family is Vardhana, and this family. And I just wanted to say I want to have font size. Say I wanted to increase the font size. If we see this paragraph is very small, so I put its value 25 px. Okay, now control save S to save this. Now look at this. This is paragraph. Now it has been changed. Same way I wanted to style H1, so H1 here is becoming the selector, and here I will set its value. I say what I can do, font color. So here I select another font family for this, and I will take font family this, and another I can set over here anything that you wanted to make changes. Font weight you can set it over here, so I just say you need not to set the font weight because H1 is already a header, so I can say I will use another over there. Font style, say I say I wanted to make font style it to be italic. Okay. Now we are left with the link over here. This has been created using the anchor element, so I will select the selector as A, and I will write. You see, if you see the link over here, okay, sometimes we move our pointer. Link, how we can understand the link in a page is a what we can say text or images that will give a link to the another pages. Okay, so if you see the link over here, this is underlined. By default it's underlined. I want that it should not be underlined, so for that I will select the property text decoration, and I say I want it none. I don't want it to be underlined, so I set it text decoration none. Now I will take table, another selector table, and to it I will like to set the value table, say I would say top margin top. See, I just wanted to make text align center. I want that whatever the text will be there in the table should be text aligned, and I wanted to set margin top say 24 px. Okay, so now fine. The here I will use another element, another selector TD, and to this I would like to give text color say white. Now save this and refresh it. Now see, totally the file has been changed over here. Now look at this is paragraph. The header is over here, is somewhere written in another font and italicized. Link, here we have to make the link as decoration none, so that underline should be removed from here, and we have given top margin to the table equal to 24 pixels, and this is the background colors of table row. Now we have used two rows over here, so both two rows has been background color red, and we have given TD the table data color equal to byte. Now you see this is black because this is TH. Here the selector is TH, so for that we have not set any styling over here, so that's why it's black. Now as we have set the style over there, if we use, I will enter here another value P paragraph, say this is another paragraph. Now save this and refresh this. You will see same style has been applied to the paragraph that we have written previously, and same style is over here. Now here if I will create another link, anchor, have for reference, say I've just given hash value over here, and another link, save it, refresh it. Now you see another link, new link is created over here. Same way if we wanted to add another row and data, so for that we have to use tr, and here we use table data, and the name is mic, and here we go with table data, and here we have to specify the age, so age I will take 34. Okay, save this or refresh this. Now you see the differences. So this way we can use the internal CSS. Now doesn't matter. Now in this case we see that we have used style element in the head. It is not necessarily that we have to use the style element within the head only. Say we just cut it from here, okay, from this to this, I will cut it from here and I will type it here in the body. Save this. Doesn't make any difference. So we can use style element in the head section as well as in the body section. So I just make Control G, just body. I'm just going to cut it from here. What will happen if I will write in the last of the body section? Doesn't matter. So we can make internal CSS in the head element as well as in the body element. So this, what this mean to say that I just wanted to make some changes. Now I wanted to change the background color, or we can say that I just wanted to make any changes in this, say, so I have no, say I will add margin, right, colon, then say I will say 100 px. This, save this. Here we have mistake over there still. Okay, save this and refresh this. So look at this, maximize this. Okay, do you find any difference? While we write a page using the CSS, using the styling, it's look responsive. Our text doesn't float something like this way or that way or this way. It doesn't make any changes. So this way we have created a internal CSS file, and I hope you have learned that how to create internal CSS in HTML. In the next lecture we will learn how to create the external CSS, and also in this lecture we have learned about selector, about property, and how to give the value to the property. That's all for this. Good day.